Warning: do not listen to this recording while operating a moving vehicle or while needing full conscious alertness. This recording is for adults 18 years and older. So we'll go ahead and start today by sending you some distance Reiki. Reiki is a form of energy healing, and we want to help you open your energetic channels so you'll be open to receiving the messages today from your angels. So go ahead now and take in a deep, deep breath and slowly let it go. Let go of everything that's preventing you from relaxing and feeling wonderfully good. Let go. Let go of everything that's preventing you from living on earth as it is in heaven. And as you relax, I will continue to send this Reiki throughout the rest of our angel readings today. Okay, so welcome everyone, and I'm so glad you're here. I would like you to really allow yourself to listen and to allow yourself to let go of those things which are preventing you from really being on earth as it is in heaven. What are those blocks, whether intentional or subconscious blocks? Energetic blocks, perhaps, psychological, emotional. There's many things that prevent us from having the energy to process the things that we need to look at in order to truly live a good life. So a clear message that I'm receiving today is that we all need to really examine the food and the beverages that we're consuming to make sure that we're eating the food that is most natural, the way that the Mother Nature provides us. So eat foods as much as possible in their natural forms, fruits and vegetables, and drink water. All right, and we just do our best we can, and that'll help you to open your energy channels. So today is June 23rd, and we'll go ahead and get started with the readings for today. And we have Aries here on June 23rd. Welcome everyone, it's good to see you. How have you been? So I'll go ahead and shuffle the cards as usual. I'm not going to show you the cards because people have put too much faith in cards. The cards are not important. I'm using it as a tool to listen to my angels to give you messages. There are symbols on the cards which only mean something to me. If you saw the card, it would mean something different. So because I'm the channel, I'm the one that's doing the reading for you, you don't need to see the cards. All right, if you want to see the cards, go ahead and go to my store on my website, or store.meetyourangels.com, and you can buy cards. Okay, do it for yourself. But anyway, we'll see what the reading is today for you, Aries, on June 23rd. Hopefully we got some good stuff. All right, so they had me pick the first card. That's very rare. I rarely pick the first card. All right, so let's find another one. All right, so I put 3 cards down on the bottom. I'm building a pyramid, which is the foundation of what's going on today for you. And today you're perhaps working alone. What's neat is if you're in a relationship, you're together, like you're seeing eye to eye, you're on the same page, you're not having a lot of problems, you're respecting one another, you're actually getting along. It's been difficult during this isolation period with COVID because, when you're too close to someone, you get kind of sick and tired of it. But I think today's a good day. If you, yeah, absolutely. So it's like you're happy to be home, you're happy to be together, and you realize that what we in the beginning felt so restrictive, being isolated, because we're away from our friends, we're away from our jobs, we're away from all this stuff, and we're not allowed to go out. The government's trying to control us. Well, anyway, that none of that's true. What's true is we're on a reset. Okay. If you've heard of the law of attraction, it's when you want something, with true conviction, as soon as you identify that, that puts everything into motion to allow you to receive. So when the truth is, what we all want is love. We want connectedness. And so when we're busy in our career and we're busy out, and we're away from home constantly, we are isolating ourselves in our careers and out there rather than being able to receive what we actually want. So we're on a grand reset where the whole universe is saying, all right, everyone, let's get back to basics. You need to be home with your family, with your loved ones, and reconnect in love. Okay, so now that we're together, in the beginning it's like, oh, I want to be back, because we're addicted to our busyness. We're addicted to the distractions. We're addicted to, that stuff on the outside, but it distracts us from what we really want to receive, which is love. So now that we're back home, today, what I'm seeing on June 23rd is you should, if you're not, really have a spirit of gratitude for this period that has sent us back home to be with our loved ones, and to celebrate this instead of complaining about it. Why are we always complaining? Come on. There's no room for that. So I love this new energy and new attitude for the Aries today on June 23rd, because gratitude is a multiplier of all the graces and blessings that you have. When you have gratitude, it multiplies things. And so this card that just came up, it shows someone, they're looking up. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Thank you for this gift of life. Thank you for everything that you've given me, and the opportunity to live, and the opportunity to actually say thank you. Thank you to the loved ones in my life. Thank you for the opportunity to live and to have freedom, to have free will, to be able to have a dream and go for it. Okay, so I love this for Aries today, and we all need to do it no matter what sign. But today, the 23rd of June, Aries is incredible, and it's a time of rest. So like you've worked hard, you have planted seeds, and those seeds have become beautiful, productive trees, like fruit trees, or they're just, your work is very abundant. It's paying off, and you can feel good, and it's time to rest. Like don't have to work so hard. I'm sorry about the glare and the glasses. I'm trying to look down so you can't see the glare. But anyway, Aries, this is great. I love it. I'm going to pick one more card for you just to see if there's one more little message. Yeah. So again, I see you around your loved ones. I see you interacting with, kind of like having fun. If you haven't had a game night lately, or, been able, perhaps go out to a restaurant if it's safe in your area. Only do it if it's safe. But where I live, the restaurants have opened. The restaurants are very good about, their procedures. And it's time to, start emerging back into our new routines, continuing to be safe. But I think that, this has been, it's a wonderful day for you. Okay, so plan something new and different, and it can be something like a game night, or, something fun at home if you want to stay home. If you want to venture out, it's maybe an idea to think about, but only consider safety first. All right. So thank you, Aries, for being so incredible. And if you're interested in a private reading, go ahead and send an email to paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can work together at some point. All right. So thank you so much. And we're going to move now to our friends, our Taurus friends. How are you doing today? Hope everything's great. Today is June 23rd, and we want to have any messages or insight for our Taurus friends. Anything new and exciting going on for our Taurus friends? Come on, let's get some good news. Taurus, you've been great lately. I mean, you really have worked hard, and you've had you should be happy about what you've been doing. Okay, so here is, all right. Okay, Taurus, today you aren't feeling so good. All right, you're feeling like, you're restricted and you're bound, and like you're not feeling like you're able to spread your wings as much as you want, and perhaps you don't feel productive. But honestly, you can be productive, but it's a choice. And instead of feeling sorry about yourself, you might be, feeling a little sorry today. Think about the other people that are more unfortunate than you. Those people who don't have the gifts and blessings that you have. You're in a home, you have internet. There's people in the world that don't even have running water. Okay, and you're feeling sorry about whatever this thing is that's not too happy. You're getting you down. Believe me, you're not in a bad situation. Even people who are clinically depressed, now this sounds crazy, but even in clinical depression, you can choose happiness. You say, okay, well, I have depression, I recognize it, I know it, I see that I'm depressed, and I'm going to choose to make the best out of it. Know your triggers, count your blessings, look around and see what it is, like, how can I be happy in my depression? All right, this is just a tiny blip in the whole picture of the thing. Like, but what can we learn from the depression? What can we do to change it? If you love to read and you're not reading, go get your book. Go read your book. If you like to cook, make dinner, do something. But don't wallow in the depression or the sadness. There's something that's there, but you have a choice. The choice is be sad, feel bad, don't live in heaven, or say, no, okay, I'm having a bad day, something's getting me down, but you know what, I can do it. I have so much more to be grateful for than so many people. And maybe if I can get outside of my own sorrow and help someone, call a friend that is worse off than you, then that would be good. Because together, like, when you're weak, I'm weak. When you're strong, I'm strong. So let's be strong together. I love this. Okay, so Taurus, let's go for it. And I'm sorry you're not having a good day, but it can and will be better once you decide to choose to have goodness. All right, so let's get some more insight here. Yeah, so I think some of you didn't get a good night's sleep, and you really got something on your mind. Perhaps some of you have a friend that's sick, or perhaps dying, near death, and this has kind of bummed you out. And this is perhaps what it is. You know that it's a normal function of life, and there's nothing you can do about it other than pray for that person. And when you do this, it sheds light on the truth. Okay, the truth is either you're clinically depressed, or there's something outside of your control that's getting you down. And when you can, say, identify, yes, this is what's going on, that alone sheds light in the darkness, in the little corners, of your soul that need a little bit of extra energy and boost. So this is just for today, all right? Yeah, and you're at the gate. It's your choice. You can accept what's going on, and you have the world in your hands. So with the world in your hands, you can do anything. All right, Taurus. If you'd like a private reading, go ahead and send me an email at paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can go ahead and help you out. All right, so have a good day, and everything's going to be better, okay? And we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so now we'll do a reading for our Gemini friends. How are you doing today? Hope everything's good, and you're feeling well, and you're getting some fresh air and sunshine. And talk about sunshine. Where I live, well, in California, some of California, it's in the 104 degrees, and fortunately where I am, it's not quite that hot, but I'm hot. So anyway, any messages or insight for the Gemini? What does the Gemini need to do to live on Earth as it is in heaven? Anything fun and exciting going on? Let's see. Okay, so Gemini, let's go ahead and get some insight for you. Okay. Gemini, okay. It's the 23rd. Gemini, here we are, 2 days in a row now. Your thumbs up, okay, because you were in a real bad funk for a long time, and yesterday and today, you're really feeling a lot better. Your emotions are balanced. You're aware of the different issues that you've gone through, and you are feeling a relief, like, whew, okay, now that you're feeling better, and you're feeling more confident. You're feeling, you have your energy, and you're actually seeing things with new eyes. You have, when you go outside, everything seems brighter. The colors are greener, and the flowers are more beautiful, and you can hear the birds, and you're surrounded by happiness. You're surrounded by the beauty of nature. And a lot of times we always look at nature and we say, oh wow, that's so beautiful, look at that waterfall, or wow, the flowers are amazing, and everything out there is gorgeous and beautiful. But what makes you think, or what makes us think, that we are different or separate than these beautiful, beautiful things in nature? We are just as beautiful, okay? We are absolutely part of this creation that is the gift of God to himself. God created the universe for his own delight, and we are part of that delight. So don't feel separate. You are connected, and here we are, the second day. Today's better than yesterday, hopefully. It should be. If it's not, you got to get outside. Go outside and let that sun absorb into your being, and take a deep breath, and just thank the Lord for everything, that's the opportunities that you've been given. Okay, so let's get some more insight for you, Gemini. Yeah, the past is absolutely behind you, meaning the sadness, the depression, the very intense things that you've been thinking about, and it's time to reconnect again with your buddies. As I said in the last sign, which was Taurus, I believe, I said, Taurus, if it's safe in your area, you might want to consider going to dinner out at a restaurant, or go and visit a friend if it's safe in your area. Above all, that must be your concern. But where I live, they are allowing people to go to restaurants, and the restaurants are being very good about following certain protocol for sanitation and things like that. So otherwise, if you don't feel safe to go out, reconnect with your friends. And a lot of people are having these Zoom meetings, where there's a bunch of friends are getting together via Zoom. If you haven't done that yet, go to Zoom and invite your friends. And I think Facebook Messenger now has a group function for video chatting, and I don't know about phones, like iPhones and stuff, because I don't have an iPhone. But I think they have ability to do group conferencing via video. And anyway, so if you're not going to physically meet with friends, go out and contact your friends via the phone or via video and Zoom and stuff like that. That will help you to feel normal again. You need to reconnect. You are so profoundly loved. You are missed greatly because you were isolating for so long that we were worried about you, Gemini. We were really worried about you. But now that you feel better, you can come back and we can reconnect. Okay. And when you do that, what's happening is you're going forward. It's like you're offering yourself a gift, and the gift is you're the gift. And because when you're the twin, there's two parts of you. One half of you are only living in the deeper, more introspective side, the hermit side of you, and you were so stuck there for so long that you forgot about the other side of you, which is the one that is re-energized when you're outside. And so reconnect, give yourself the gift of yourself, and then we can celebrate. So that's what the message is today for June 23rd, my dear Geminis. If you'd like to have a personal reading, go ahead and contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can go ahead and help you out. All right, so it's glad you're here today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, now we have messages for our Cancer friends. How are you doing? Today's June 23rd, and I'm happy that you're here, and I hope everything's going well. And we'd like to have some messages or insight for our Cancer friends as we do this angel reading. Anything new and exciting going on? What does Cancer need to know to be able to live on earth as it is in heaven, to heal those wounds and to be the best version of themselves? All right, so Cancer, let's go ahead and find some cards for you. Okay. I wear bifocals, and sometimes it's hard to see when I do these readings. All right. So, what glasses am I wearing? I have two different pair that are identical, except for the prescription. I'm wearing the right ones. Okay. A reminder. We're going to hear this in practically every session because this is the truth. We are living vessels for God. God has created us, chosen us to live for Him. Every breath that you take and every breath that I take is God still choosing us as His vessel to live. Because of this, we are His children. We are royalty. Okay? God's the divine king. We are the princes and princesses. You get it? Okay? So celebrate. You got to know that and be confident in who you are, and that anything that's preventing you from being that and celebrating that, so our past trauma and the things that are, difficult to examine at times because they're too painful, if we can heal those old wounds, then we can go ahead and live on earth as it is in heaven. And it's a choice, okay? Right now, what I'm saying in the reading, what it's saying to me is that examine, and I said this in the very beginning of the video in case you didn't hear it, is the message for today is let's examine what food and beverages we're consuming and make sure that we're eating what's in its most natural form. So eat broccoli instead of, whatever, no junk food. Eat a fresh fruit, or drink water. That's good. Now, I remember Jenny Craig years ago. I was on Jenny Craig, and she says, Always eat fruit in its natural form. Don't drink juice, because if you had to eat the same amount of grapes that it takes to make a glass of orange juice, or grape juice, or orange juice, whatever, but let's say grape juice, it would be absolutely impossible for you to eat that many grapes to make this much juice, because the grapes have the fiber. All right, so if you're going to make a smoothie, that's great. You can make a smoothie, but all that fiber that you took out of the juice, the juicer, put the fiber back in, because that fiber is there as the cells of the fruit have life in it. And while we've extracted the juice, that fiber is a component of what God has given us. Okay, so for Cancer friends, on June 23rd, I want you to really look at the food and the beverages that you're drinking. Drink pure water if possible, and this is going to help you to live in balance. It's going to help you to have a clear mind today, and it's going to help you to reconnect. And nature is important. For some reason, you've been having a lot of good days lately, and something today is you're taking a little step back, and so and it's not a bad thing. It's just perhaps you had some junk food, or maybe you drank a little last night and you're hungover. I don't know. It could be. Let's see here. Some more insight for Cancer. Yeah, so the things that we have hurt us in the past, the past trauma, especially regarding relationships. If there's old relationships that are very painful, and you still have not forgiven those people, a loved one, maybe your parents, we must forgive. So in the Bible. Now, I speak to everyone. It doesn't matter what faith you are, any religion, okay? But I'm just going to give an example from the Bible. They asked Jesus, what is the greatest commandment? And he says, to love God. And the second commandment is like it, to love your neighbors as yourself. And ultimately, we are to love our enemies. Well, you cannot love God, your neighbor, yourself, or your enemies until you can forgive them. And I used to think that, we had love over here and forgiveness over here as two separate things. But the truth is that forgiveness is a dimension of love. So like that diamond with all the facets. If you want love, forgiveness must come first, okay? So you've been carrying all these, wounds from the past. And I always point back here, because the wounds aren't right now, unless someone's right in front of you, you're having an argument. The argument was back there in the past, okay? Now, that all those decisions and the wounds and the arguments and whatever happened in the past has brought you to right now, which has given us this opportunity to talk about it. It's given us the opportunity to acknowledge it, the opportunity to actually thank the past. Well, thank you for those wounds, because I survived. I'm here, and I can heal those. But first, I should examine them so I understand and I can learn the lessons from them. Okay, so last couple of days I've been saying you have some spiritual insight for people to learn about justice. Well, it's great when you can teach other people, but if somehow you're neglecting yourself and that message for you, like if you could heal that dimension of you that's somehow put you a step behind, if you can heal that, and then what will your spiritual message be for everyone else that you're going to be giving the message to? You get it? Like you can actually say, this is where I came from. This was my past. This is the mountain that I overcame. And you can have this too. All right. So Cancer, there's some really good depth going on right now for you. You have an opportunity to really examine some sensitive things in your life, but it's you can feel it, that it's like not as bad as you think, you know, because other signs will make things bigger than they are, and they get caught in a cycle of, you know, like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But for you, it's like it's there, you know, it's sensitive, you know, it's touchy, but it's not scary. Like it's actually attracting you. You feel the urge to heal. You're being, it's like, yeah, I am ready. I'm really ready to start this process of healing myself. All right. So don't drink the booze. If you've been drinking, you need to stop the drinking. If you're smoking, you need to stop smoking. Eat fresh food and drink water. Okay? Because I think this might really be connected to what's going on, is you might have been using some substances that are altering your ability to really jump in and identify and encounter those things from the past, which will help you to grow. Okay? And what growth is, the pain from the past and the pain from love, like when someone really hurts you and you're like, oh, well, what I say is those are growing pains. So you're hurt because you love that person and you're being stretched as a human. Like, it's so painful. Why did that happen? Well, it's to make more room for your divinity. You're being stretched to make more room for love, more room for peace, more room for joy. All right? But you can't make that room until, as you're being stretched, then you can heal and transform that trauma, transform the pain into love. And you can have compassion on your past, have compassion and forgiveness for the people who have hurt you. And I'm not saying this because it's some great idea. I've done this in my own life, where I've had people in the past that have hurt me, and, you know, it was, you know, a very difficult thing. But when I really examined it and I looked at it, I had a much greater understanding of what really happened. There's two sides to every coin. And now I can really forgive that past, and I can love the people involved and thank them for that opportunity. Because right now, I'm grateful for the pain. I'm grateful because I've been able to grow, which makes more room for love, more room for happiness, more room for peace and joy. Get it? Okay, Cancer. Wonderful. It's don't be afraid. I'm here for you. If you would like to work with me, I can help you on this process of healing, of discovering the past and those things that really are obstacles from you living on earth as it is in heaven. And we do this through our coaching, and we do it through our Reiki healing. All right? So send a message to me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can arrange to work together if you want. Okay? Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow. And everyone, if you could please like and share this video on your social media, that would be great. I'd like to get the message out to as many people as possible that we have. I mean, right now we're at the threshold of on earth as it is in heaven. Now, I'm there. I'm not going back to a difficult life. I'm not going to go back to sadness and, you know, really struggling. And that's not anything I'm interested in. All right. But hopefully you're going to join me, because it's fun here in heaven. It's great. All right. So Cancer, please share this with all your friends, and let's have a good life together. All right. So we'll go ahead now. And now we have messages for our Leo friends on June 23rd. Leo, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm a Leo too. And I was just saying that, I'm having a great life. I'm here in heaven, and I need more people to join me because, the more the better. Let's have fun. If you're a Leo and you haven't decided that you want a better life for yourself, because you certainly deserve one, let's look at that past. Let's heal the past. And we'll learn today what you need to know in order to truly live on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, what is the stumbling block? What does it take to get you to change? What does it take? Okay, so these are our messages for today. All right. Oh, 2 cards came out. Oh, yes. Yep. It's a good one. It's what I say in every reading, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, Leo. You could go listen to Cancer. Okay. But, all right. In the past, I'll say it easily, simply. All of us, no matter what sign, we all have trauma and things in the past that have hurt us. Perhaps betrayals, just things that don't make sense to us, because Leos are so loyal to their friends and family when their friends and family are loyal to us. Now, in the past, that's when those things happen. The betrayals, the tragedies, the traumas, whatever it was back there. Okay, here we are right now with the opportunity to learn from the past and to be grateful for the past, believe it or not. Yes, Leo, be grateful for the backstabbing. Be grateful for whatever it is that's so painful for you, because what it has done, it has given you the opportunity right now to forgive the past, to bless the past, to celebrate the past, okay? And so, like I said in the former, I think for Cancer, I said, I used to think we had love on one hand, which I love love. Love is absolutely amazing. And then on the other hand, we have forgiveness. This is what I used to think, but now I know that's not right. Forgiveness is not separate from love. Forgiveness is a dimension of love. You cannot love unless and until you forgive. Okay? So, now, the Leo's going to put themselves up on a pedestal and say, they did this to me. Blah, blah, blah. Leo's in charge. No, Leo. Skip it. You need to get down off your mighty pedestal and come down to reality, which is we are all equal. We are all children of God. We all have just these beautiful gifts and things to share with one another. Okay. Now, in the past, if someone hurt you, was it your ego that was involved? Did you force someone to hurt you? Or, who knows? Until you look at it, you're never going to know. You're not going to be able to live on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, so Leo, today's the day. How many more times am I going to have to encourage you and us to say, okay, that happened back there. I understand it. Now, you can only understand it if you examine it, okay? So, Leos, if you're probably not examining it because it's hard for a Leo to admit that they played a role in something in the past that hurt other people. Okay, but if you need help, contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can look at these things through our coaching. I can help you. We have tools that help you to look at where you are in the different aspects of your life, and then tools to learn who you are at your inner core of your being. Why is something so painful? Well, because it pushed a button. That button only hurts because you were sensitized to that button. Something made you feel bad about that situation. Okay, but you're never, ever, ever going to heal it until you examine it. And to examine it, you're going to have to re-encounter it and analyze it for every dimension of that scenario. Okay, and then you give yourself the gift of freedom, the gift of being able to not have to feel that anymore. And you give yourself the gift of being able to live on earth as it is in heaven. Leo, of all the signs, who deserves that, right? Of course the Leo deserves that. Now, every sign does. But the Leo somehow thinks they're special and unique. Well, they are. Yes, Leo, you are special and you're unique. But guess what, Leo? So are all the other signs. Everyone is special and unique. Everyone. So instead of looking at yourself as the king or the queen, look at everyone else and say, yes, they are too. There's room for all of us to be the children of God. For all of us to be able to celebrate and to have a good life. There's room for everyone in heaven. Every desire and need is completely and totally fulfilled in heaven. And I'm not talking about dying. This has nothing to do with dying in your physical body. This is about a state of being, to be on earth as it is in heaven. For those who are Christian, you know, the Lord's Prayer, so the prayer that Jesus taught us, it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." So heaven isn't out there, over there, somewhere else. We're praying every day. When we say that prayer, we're saying right here, right now, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Why do we somehow think it's going to be sometime in the future? Guess what? In heaven, there is no past or future. It's only the present moment. It's humans who are bored. We count the time. We count every second. We, watch the clock go around and around and around because we're bored. But in heaven, we're so fulfilled. If you step into heaven right now, you could never be bored. Now, I'm a Leo who is never bored, ever, ever, ever. And I just assume that all Leos are that way. I think in general, most of us have a good concept of this. Now, I don't know. But Leo, if you're having a hard time having the joy and the beautiful life that I'm having, Leo, you need to call me. You contact me. We got to work on this because of all the signs, you need this because you think you're great now. You just wait until you're in heaven. All right. Now, like I said before, all the signs are great. All the signs are amazing. But Leo, if you don't know that now, you need to know that. You need some enlightenment, buddy. Because, my gosh, you're missing out. Okay? You're missing out. And you deserve this gift. You deserve heaven on earth. Okay, Leo? Contact me, paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can work together. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. You keep coming back, and we're going to get you going, Leo. No more selfishness. No more, the attention is going to be on you regardless. Because that's the nature of the Leo. People love the Leos. Okay, but not when they're icky. There's nothing worse than a bad Leo. All right? So, Leos, get over it. It's time to really have a good life. Okay? So, we'll see you tomorrow. Virgo. All right, so now we're going to have messages for our Virgo friends, June 23rd. Any messages or insights for our Virgos? Anything new and exciting for our Virgo friends? Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so it's June 23rd. Messages or insight for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know to live on earth as it is in heaven? Okay. Okay. Virgo, you are introspective again. You're thinking about the past again. And today you put up a fence again. Now you're not wallowing like you were so depressed, the last week, and that you were really bad off. You had some progress yesterday, and now today you have the fence up again. But that's okay. Okay, but if and only if, when you're reflecting, don't reflect on the negative. Reflect on the positive. Okay, because you have so many things to be grateful for, Virgo. So many things to be grateful for. Let's count those blessings. Let's not look at the sorrow. Let's not look at, what's going wrong. Let's look at what's going right. Okay, so I'm glad you're reflective today. It's okay to have the fence up because you're not quite sure why you need to take the fence down. But if you can reflect and learn what to be grateful for, dear Virgo, then you can take the fence down because you realize you don't need the fence. It's okay to allow people into your inner world. It's okay because you have a lot to share with us, and we need you. You are profoundly loved, dear Virgo. Profoundly loved. But if you're isolating and you're caught in the trap of the cycle of addiction to the drama and the trauma, then you're going to push everyone away. And that's the one thing you don't want. You want people. You want love. And when you push people away, you get in trouble. All right. So that's that. You do have a fence up, but it's not a permanent fence. This is a temporary fence you're going to take down. Okay? Because you're going to be focusing on gratitude. Absolutely. And when you do that, you become so much more attractive because, like if you are icky and you're crying and, woe is me, how attractive is that to the people around you? Do they want to be around that? Ugh. But when you are filled with gratitude and you're like, yeah, I have a good life. I have so much going on for me. That beauty and that the essence of gratitude will permeate out of you, and that is attractive. The people that, you've been pushing them away, but now that you've changed your perspective and you're focusing on gratitude, the love will pour in, the greatness will pour in, everything that you wanted, because the Virgo is very active in the brain, and they have these dreams and fantasies of what perfect life is going to be about, but they get in their own way because everyone's against them. That's what they think. No. Turn around. Okay. In the Old Testament, the number one word for it that the prophets gave to the people was to shuv in Hebrew, which means to turn around and face God. You're looking in the wrong direction. What this means is like when the Virgos focused on their depression, sadness, turmoil, this horrible stuff, they're looking in the wrong direction. If they could turn around and say, okay, well, yes, those things are real. I'm not denying that. You do have things which are sad. They're something, the situation might not be perfect for you. But if you turn around and face God and you look at these things and you can have gratitude for them because they brought you today and they brought you to this opportunity to thank God for the gifts that you have, that absolutely is the key. You open that lock, whoop, you go right through to heaven. Right here on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, Virgo? So I love this. It's all up to you. But I want this for you because I want to be with my Virgos. I want to be in heaven with Virgos on earth as it is in heaven. We need the Virgos there. All right. So Virgo, if you need some help, contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com and let's work together on this. Okay. I have tools that can help you to identify what you want to focus on, and how to be grateful, and how to listen to your intuition. How do you care for yourself? How do you love yourself? How do you heal yourself so that you don't have to be so dependent on others for your joy? Right? You have the key. You have the key. Let's turn that lock and go right into heaven. All right? Thank you, Virgo. I love you. You are profoundly loved. You are critical to all of us. Your success is our success. Your happiness is our happiness. Thank you. Thank you for being courageous to be grateful. All right? Make a gratitude list. And we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, Virgo? Thank you. Okay, so now we'll have messages for our Libra friends on June 23rd. Libra, how you doing? Hope everything's good for you. It's a new day. I have some new messages for you, an insight. Insight for today. All right. What's new and exciting? Let's see what's going on, Libra. Okay. One more card. Okay. Libra. Your life is always the pursuit of balance and justice, harmony, unity, peace. This is the Libra. And we will, based on our interaction with others, like we can't have peace. Like if you're all alone in the cave, okay, you're alone, but you're not in balance or harmony. You're separated. Okay. So it's always the Libra's job to connect with other people and to be the leaven. So like in bread, you put the yeast and it lets the bread rise, it lets the dough rise so that you can have a more fuller experience of the bread. Well, we need our Libras to interact with people, to be with people, and to be the example. Okay, so you've taken steps recently to be healthier in your relationships. Okay, and so now that you're more independent and you're taking care of yourself in a gentle way, in a balanced way, then you need to help those people who are less fortunate than you, and be generous with your love. Be generous with the gifts that you're able to share with them, because they don't have good role models. They don't have people, like they need their Libra to learn from, and you're going to help them heal. You're going to help them to see the light, because if you're in the darkness and you're not living in balance and you don't even know you're not in balance. See, that's the problem, is like the Libra knows when they're not in balance. They can see when everyone else is out of balance. And it's not that you're to go in and judge people and change them and all this stuff. But when you go in and you're whole and you're healthy and you're living on earth as it is in heaven, you have your brilliance. Your presence alone will enlighten the darkness in these other people's lives and show them that there is a better way. There's a balanced path to wholeness and to health. And in your gentle approach, which is intellectual, but also balanced with emotional and balanced with the spiritual approach, this balanced approach will not only allow you, like you need this approach for yourself, you balance these dimensions within But as you do that today and going forward, you are helping those around you to have that darkness in their life illuminated. Okay? So, Libra, it's a wonderful, wonderful gift. It's a wonderful way of life for you and for all of us. Yeah. Okay, let's get another card. Yeah. So what you're doing is, it's the work you're doing on you, these decisions that you've made to get you to today. You're collecting this clarity, the different facets in your life, which is helping you to be more brilliant, and that peace that you are now returning to, that you're gaining. And it is that heaven grows within you and love grows within you, and the peace and the harmony is within you. It's like a magnet. And the people that are in the darkness, that are sad and don't even know that they're out of balance, they're going to be attracted to you. They're going to learn from you, and you're the healer that people need. Okay, Libra, this is great. I'm confident in what you're doing. Like, you've really had a lot of very good days. You're taking care of yourself. If you happen to think that you need some support, you need some help, go ahead and contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and I'd love to work with you. Otherwise, just keep coming back and, watch my video tomorrow, and we'll, work with you this way. But anyway, you're welcome to contact me anytime, and we can do that. Okay, Libra, I love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, so now we have messages for our Scorpio friends. Scorpio, how are you doing? Good to see you back. Or if you're new, welcome for the first time. We are asking for insight and messages for our Scorpio friends. Anything new and exciting for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to learn about themselves and to heal so that they can enter into heaven on earth, so that they can be on earth as it is in heaven? What are the messages today for Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio, let's see here. These readings are so fascinating because the same cards are showing up in the same position for almost every sign. And that's because we're all connected. This is a universal message. And, as I get into it, I'll tell you more, but we're all, we can all learn from one another. All right. So Scorpio, on June 23rd, what's going on is you are at a new cycle. You've ended something. You're moving forward, a new beginning. And we have the things in the past that we have to learn from. And when we do that, there's people involved who have, involved in the trauma, involved in the situations that were painful, etc. And as you have compassion on the past, and you can forgive the past, and be generous with your forgiveness, be generous with your love, those people involved, they need you as a healer to do that. You can't have peace, you can't have harmony, you can't have equality, you can't have love until you forgive the past. And the people in your life, they're waiting for you. Like, it's very painful and isolating for them, because they want to be in relationship with you, but you've put up a barrier that's prevented it. And so what I say is, let's gather up the fence. We're going to take that fence and we're going to put it away. There's no fence in heaven. There are no borders in heaven. we are all together in heaven. All right? It's only those people who choose to be outside of heaven, and that's a lot of people. A lot of people choose to struggle. They choose sadness. They choose a very hard life. But you can also choose the opposite. As we have this new circle, the new cycle that you're entering, where that old stuff is in the past, the fence is taken down, and now we're entering forward on this new path, and we're walking into heaven on earth, so that we can be on earth as it is in heaven. Then those people who we've left behind, that were back there, that have hurt us, and we're like, come on, let's come in, let's go to heaven together. You've been the obstacle in mending those ties. You put the fence up. Your fence is not like a concrete wall. This is just like a little fence. And this one's easy to just pick up and ditch. All right? I don't see a lot of problems going on, but honestly, it's not a lot of work, okay? Yeah. And when you do that, you've been feeling weak. I've been telling you to drink water, and you have been feeling not quite yourself. But as you do this, water again, identical to the other readings for Scorpio the last couple days. As you do this, and you're forgiving these people in the past, and you're taking that fence and you're chucking it. Let's get rid of it. The water that you're consuming is cleansing you. So like in Christianity, we talk about baptism. It cleanses the sin. It purges the sin. So these things of your past, you can completely purge yourself of that. And then when you do that, you have your strength. You have like this confidence, and you're whole. Okay, because right now you haven't been feeling whole. You feel like you're lacking, and you don't feel like yourself. So, but when you do this, and you let those other people that you've been ignoring, the people who are involved in this, spats and things. I don't see a lot of trauma here, but there's some things that have been, really bothering you. They're there. But if you could take that stupid fence down, that's not even a good fence. It's a bad fence. Okay, it wasn't protecting you at all. Let's throw the fence away and invite those people back into your life, so that together we can live on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, Scorpio. I'm here for you. I love you. I want to make sure that you know that, you're not alone. And if you need help, just contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and we can work on this together. Okay. And for you, I'm thinking that the coaching would be good, because coaching I have tools that help you to examine the different facets of your life, examine some things in the past, and then this helps identify your values and who you are at your inner core. Once you know what you value and who you are, then you can attract that into your life. But you can't, if you get in a car and you just start driving, you have no idea where you're going. You don't know when you arrived. But if you have a destination in mind, if you have goals, and you know what you want to receive, then you'll know how to get there. Okay, so that's what we can do in coaching with you, Scorpio. So go ahead and contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com. And until then, we will see you tomorrow for your next reading, Scorpio. Okay, take care. Okay, so now we have some messages for our Sagittarius friends on June 23rd. We're going to ask for messages and insight for our Sagittarius friends. Anything new and exciting going on for the Sagittarius? What does the Sagittarius need to know or to learn in order to heal themselves, in order to be on earth as it is in heaven. To live on earth as it is in heaven. We're asking for healing today and the courage to take these steps in order to be on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see. Let's get some cards for you. Here's one. So far it's looking good. Looking real good, Sagittarius. Okay, common theme today. Common theme. I think for all of us, we need to know this. And I've said this many times today. We are royal. Okay, we are children of God. God chooses us as his vessel to live for him. Every breath that you take and every breath that I take is God choosing us. He's breathing through you. He's breathing through me, and he's choosing us as his vessel to live. And today is a good day for Sagittarius. Sagittarius is enlightened. They are thinking clearly. They are having fun and enjoying today. They are hopefully have gotten out in nature because that's feeding them and re-energizing their batteries. But today's lesson and medicine for the Sagittarius to truly be on earth as it is in heaven is to be generous to those who are less fortunate than you. Sagittarius, you need to call a friend that you know is hurting. Sagittarius, you need to, if you know of a family that needs food, or it's asking for generosity. And it doesn't have to mean money, but it's generosity of your gifts, generosity of your love. And as you're able to give this love and to get outside of yourself and to be with these people who are more or less fortunate than you, then that it helps to heal you, and it also helps you to experience being a child of God, and it helps you to be on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, so generosity is the key. Let's see what else is going on here. Any more insight? Yeah, and as you do this, you have to hold the world in your hands. Anything can happen. Everything can happen. See, we think it's one or two things can happen. No, everything in your heart's desire can happen. The question is, what do you want to receive? And in order to know what you want to receive, you really have to reflect and spend time in the quiet. And what meditation or contemplation is not in your brain thinking. This is, well, I want that. I'd like some of this, and analyzing. No, turn this off. Spend time in the silence. Be with yourself. Be one with nature. Be one with the universe. Be silent. Listen to the silence. And it's in the silence that you will know what you want. So here's a song that I remember from when I was a little child in church. I would play guitar at Mass. And so this song, I'm not going to sing it, thank goodness. But the words, oh my gosh, if we could all learn these and live this, everything, all the answers are within this. Okay, you ready? Listen to the silence. Listen for the words of the Lord, or for truth. Listen, for he speaks in quiet times. So it's in the quiet, in the silence, that we reconnect to heaven on earth. It's in the silence that we can actually hear the answers for the questions that we ask. And when you ask a question, your angels immediately answer it. The truth is always within you. It's right there. We're so caught up here, thinking, that we completely miss the mark. We miss the solution, the answer. If you're quiet and listen, and you feel, you experience, you be on earth as it is in heaven, then everything is there for you immediately. Okay? And so the practice for you, Sagittarius, today is to be generous for others, because there is no lack. We have no lack. The lack is in our perception that there's a lack. But as you learn to give and be generous to others, then you see, oh my gosh, everything is provided for me. I have everything I need. And the more I give, the more I receive. Okay, Sagittarius, that is your lesson for today and ongoing. It's beautiful. I love it. If you feel you'd like a personal reading, if you'd like to work with me on learning these strategies on how to do this, go ahead and contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and I'd love to work with you, okay? So until then, I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you're having a great day. All right, so we have some messages now for our Capricorn friends. Hope you're doing well. How are you guys doing? Anything new and exciting for our Capricorn friends? Any messages or insight for our Capricorn friends? What do our Capricorns need to know to heal in order to be on earth as it is in heaven? Please help the Capricorn to open their ears, their heart, their mind, their soul, in order to receive these messages today, so that they can take the steps to be on earth as it is in heaven. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, 2 cards came out, so I'm typically only put 3 cards on the bottom. I'm going to put 4. Okay. So, Capricorn, it's a great day. Very good day today, because the funk that you were in, these things that were getting you down, the difficulties in life, they're normal. It's nothing too tragic. What's going on today is that you have turned a corner. You've flipped upside down, and you're looking and thinking in a new way. Okay, you can hear the birds and see the sun, and the flowers are blooming, and it's spring, and you're like, woo, it feels amazing. And you're people are paying attention. They can see how brilliant you are. It's like, who is that? Wow. Woo. If you allow yourself, you see, if you can open up and allow what I'm talking about to happen, people are going to be like, oh, what does he have? What does she do? I want what she has. And when you do that, like, anything you want can happen, because you're living in joy. You're living in happiness. Anything is possible. You don't even see the negative. You can only see the light. You can only see goodness. You can only see love. This is how we're to live. This is what it's like in heaven. So Capricorn, today's the day. It's a beautiful day. Yay! Okay? I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you're not feeling that way, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to heal this? You got to get over it, because we need to be on earth as it is in heaven. Come on. But I think a lot of you are doing fine. Yes, all those, the past stuff, the pain, the sorrow, the hurt, everything back there, you realize, okay, it was there, but you're having a new confidence in yourself that, you know what, I've survived. And I've not only survived, but I'm thriving. I'm going to thrive. I'm choosing to thrive. If you haven't chosen to thrive, it's time to choose to thrive. You've arrived. You're at the moment right now. See, in heaven, there is no time. There's no past. There's no future. You only are in heaven. You be in heaven. So today, I'd like you to be on earth as it is in heaven. Okay? And it's truly just a choice. And when you do that, you're going to find newfound energy. You're going to find it like you're a kid again. Like, whew, wow, I didn't know I could feel good again. I didn't know I could feel like I could do anything. I didn't know I could, you know, like when you're a kid, anything is possible. Not anything. Everything is possible when you're a kid. But then what happens? The adults in your life say, what are you, a dreamer? You need to grow up. You need to get a job. You need to make money and blah, blah, blah. You know, and the adults kill your dreams. But I'm here today to say, well, guess what? You're an adult now. You get to set your own rules. You get to believe again and dream again and manifest those things that you want. You get to be on earth as it is in heaven, dear Capricorn. Mommy and Daddy, you love them, you honor them. But they don't know what you know today. You are given a gift today of life in a way that they perhaps never had that opportunity to cherish and to be grateful for like you have today, dear Capricorn. Okay? And so I hope you're going to unlock that key. I think it's happened. But we're going to open that door right now. And we're going to walk through. And there's the beautiful radiance of the entire universe. It's right there. And we are in heaven together. I love you, Capricorn. Thank you. If you feel like you need help, contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com. This is making me emotional because it's so beautiful. It's very beautiful. Okay, messages for Aquarius. You can see I'm emotional. I was just having a great conversation with our Capricorns. They've made a decision. They're walking into heaven. They're here. We're here together. And Aquarius, we need you here too. It's time. I love it. I love it. Let's see what's going on for you. Life is so good. We have so much to be grateful for. And you, Aquarius, you know that. You're leading the pack. You're in front of the group. People need you to let them know it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. There's nothing to worry about. What are people worried about? It's ridiculous. What is there to worry about? When you are living on earth as it is in heaven, everything is provided for you. There's nothing but abundance. There's joy, there's love, there's peace, there's harmony. Everything is there. Okay? So what do our dear Aquarius need to know today in order to join us on earth as it is in heaven? Okay? If you haven't done it already, just open the door and walk in. Step in. Okay, here we go, Aquarius. We need some messages for you to help encourage you to throw away anything that's preventing you from being here. Okay? Aquarius, you're on a roll, okay? You're on a roll. You're right there, okay? And honestly, I think the ones, Aquarius, that have been listening to my messages, these, readings, are right there with me. You've joined us, okay? And you are inspired now. You are energized now. You have all the tools you need. You are offering everyone who's willing to listen to you heaven on earth. You're leading people that way. You're showing people the way. But you have to speak it. Speak the truth. Live in your truth. No diversions. Only the righteous path. Okay? And when you do this, your truth, the facts, are illuminating the path for others. And what happens is we come together and we're one. There's no longer division. There's no longer separateness. Because of your leadership, you're able to tell people the truth, and the truth will set you free. People are afraid to tell the truth because they think they're going to hurt other people. But I keep telling you, Aquarius, by you speaking the truth and encouraging people to maybe do something different, you're not pushing people away, you're bringing people together, okay? So that together we have the courage to be on earth as it is in heaven. Aquarius, I'm having fun with you guys. I'm so glad you're here because someone has to be in charge. Someone has to really encourage other people to, or not other people, everyone, to have a common goal, to work with one another, to love one another. Yeah. And so your staff, we're your staff, the people that you're leading, we're there. We're in line and we're waiting to hear what you have to say. And we're eager to follow what you're asking of us. Okay? Now, we each have our insight for ourselves, but truth speaks to truth. So if I'm not a Leo, if I'm not an Aquarius, and I'm another sign, and I recognize and I hear truth from someone, truth speaks to truth. So the truth that someone is speaking, it resonates with them. And if you somehow think that you don't know if you can do it, you're going to have to believe and trust in that truth that it's the right thing to do. So Aquarius, you live your truth, you speak your truth, you walk in your truth, you lead in your truth, and everyone else, we're there ready to come with you. So together we walk through the gates of heaven, and we live and be on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, Aquarius. I love it. You're amazing, as everyone's amazing, but you're uniquely amazing. And if you would like to work with me, have a private reading, or I think you and I could really, really accomplish a lot of very great things together. So contact me, paul@meetyourangels.com, and I'd like to hear what you have to say. What do you have on your mind? What are your ideas? What's your plan? Because we need to know it. People need to hear it. It's great. All right? And I want to help you. All right? Because everyone needs it. Okay, Aquarius. You know, I'm a character. It's kind of fun to be a character. All right. Messages for our Pisces. How are you guys doing today? I was a little emotional earlier. If you go back and watch the Capricorn and the Aquarius readings, whoa, I got emotional. Not for bad things, but for good things. Like, whew, Pisces, go back. Listen. It's good. Good stuff. So, we're going to do a reading for you. And we're going to asking for messages and insight for you today. We'd like to know if there's anything good going on. What does a Pisces need to know to be healed? To be able to live and be on earth as it is in heaven. What is it? You've been going through a lot. You've identified, finally acknowledged that you have past trauma that's been very heavy, very intense. But now Pisces, you are acknowledging it. You are working on that, and we'll see what today's message is for you on June 23rd. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay, 2 cards came out. Normally 3 come out on the bottom, but for you, I'm going to have 4. This happened to another sign earlier. And so the picture that I'm receiving, what I'm understanding for you today to pay attention to is, okay, you've had these battles in the past, almost like a war. A huge amount of intensity of trauma and woundedness, and it's all very real. Okay, but you've acknowledged it. And so today, what you've done and what you need to do and are doing is you're turning it upside down, and you're letting all those past emotions pour out of the cup. All the past hurt, everything that's preventing you from being on earth as it is in heaven, you're now releasing and letting go. From the top of your head, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Every cell, every fiber, every essence of your being is being purified and energized and being healed. You're now ready to be on earth as it is in heaven. And those former traumas and burdens, heavy burdens, you are now grateful for, because they brought you to today, where you're able to surrender it all, to forgive the past, and to welcome people in to celebrate the newfound you, to be reunited with one another, so that we can be on earth as it is in heaven together. This is a monumental time right now. And if you don't have the courage to do this, dear Pisces, let me have the courage for you. I want this so bad for you. I want you to be able to throw down your weapons. I want you to be able to let go and release everything that's preventing you from being the beautiful, brilliant gem that you are, that brilliant diamond that God has created. You are God's gift to himself. And when you put up a mask and you pretend to be something that you aren't, and you're entertaining everyone, which is great. I mean, it's wonderful that you're entertaining. But when you're denying who you are, when you cover who you are and put on some show that's not real, you are denying your divinity. You're denying the greatness that you were created to be and to have. Okay? So when that mask is on, no one can see real you, your brilliance. And now that we put aside that very painful past, we can now, instead of playing a character, we can be that fun person. We can be the comedian, and we can truly help to enjoy life. And, you know, when you're in heaven, like, every day's a good day. There's no such thing as bad. There's nothing bad in heaven. There's nothing. Everything is good. Even so, if you're in heaven and you have clinical depression, let's say, heaven on earth, even in clinical depression, you can choose happiness. Now, you might still be depressed, but you transform the depression. It's a mindset and it's a state of being. So, okay, I acknowledge that I'm depressed. No, I'm not, but let's say you're depressed. Acknowledge that you're depressed. And in that depression, you say, okay, thank you, Lord. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for this opportunity to experience the depression. Wow, what a dimension. You've asked me to experience this facet of life, and it's intense. Bring it on. But you know what? I'm going to experience joy just as intense. I'm going to experience generosity. I'm going to experience forgiveness. And each of these things, as we allow the intensity of these different facets and the emotions, we experience them in heaven. Whoa, the power that you have is just immense, because you've been through so much. You've been carrying so much. There's so much that you've gone through, and you've been experiencing that for all of us. And when you can transform that and heal that, you've done that for all of us. It's incredible. You did it. And we're rooting for you. We need you. You are profoundly loved. Okay? So thank you. Thank you so much, dear Pisces, for all that you've done. If you feel you need help, if you'd like to have a private reading or to work with me so we can accelerate this, contact me at paul@meetyourangels.com, and let's do it together. Let's have a good life, okay? Because my Pisces friends, you're cherished, but not when it's difficult. You get it? Like, it's time now to fulfill, to step into heaven. And I'm excited. Thank you. All right, everyone. So that's all of our readings for today. I love you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow, and perhaps working with you in person. So here's some information for you. If you enjoyed today's video and would like to help support my work, please send your donation via PayPal or Venmo to paul@meetyourangels.com. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and click the notification bell. If you'd like to keep in touch, go ahead and check out the description below. All of my social media contact information is there. Thanks. If you have any special prayer requests that you'd like me and the rest of our meetyourangels.com community to pray for, please visit http://prayerrequest.meetyourangels.com, and that will forward you to our perpetual prayer list video on YouTube. In the comments of that video, leave your prayer intentions so that the rest of the community can join you in those intentions that you hold deep in your heart. If you would like to try hypnosis for free at home, please go to subscribe.hypnomark.com and get over 15 free hypnosis recordings and a free video course, How to Learn Hypnosis in 5 Days. Again, go to subscribe.hypnomark.com. Join our growth zone and save up to 40% off all downloads and scripts. Visit 40%.hypnomark.com for more information and to subscribe. If you are interested in promoting our hypnosis products, you can earn up to 70% commission. Visit affiliates.hypnomark.com for more information. So that'll do it for today. I wanted to thank you for being part of my angel family. I look forward to being with you again sometime soon. Please visit meetyourangels.com or send me an email at paul@meetyourangels.com if you're interested in a private angel reading, Reiki healing session, or spiritual direction and angel coaching. Until then, peace and love always.